Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people, is happening. No limits, no limit at all. Inec speaks on fresh recall petition against Senator Natasha. Now, Inec initially has said there is no need for any recall on Senator Natasha, who is representing the Kogi Central of, Kogi State. However, some persons, even after Inec have said there is no need for it, and has said they've not found any reasons why the recall should, recalling of her should be on ground. Guess what? Some people have taken it beyond that and have gone on to say she must be recalled at all costs, and they've filed in a fresh petition. INEC looked at it very squarely and said there was no need for that. You cannot recall her. However, this is not just INEC speaking. It is deep beyond you can imagine. It's bigger than you can imagine. So there's all kinds of words going on, and INEC has to speak because they looked at all the variables and said she does not warrant any form of recall. For them to, she has been in the Senate and nobody, raised an eyebrow just until she had an issue with the Senate president. My people, now waiting they happen with this. So please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. INEC speaks on fresh recall petition against Senator Natasha. The Chief Press Secretary of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Rotimi Olayekun, has spoken and has said the Nigerian Constitution places no limit on how many times a lawmaker can be subjected to a recall process. Olayekun made the remark on Thursday while speaking on Politics, a program on Channels Television. Late Nigeria reports that this statement comes amidst controversies surrounding a failed attempt to recall Senator Natasha, the lawmaker representing Kogi Central. The law does not specify how many times a lawmaker can be recalled. Section 69 of the Constitution outline the process but do not restrict the number of times an attempt, Olayekun explained. He added that if any recall to succeed, the petition must meet the constitutional requirements of the signatories of signatories from at least 50% plus one of registered votes in the affected constituencies. INEC earlier announced that the recall petition against Natasha failed to meet the constitutional threshold. The number of valid signatures, the commission said, failed to meet the required 50% of registered voters in Kogi Central. On March the 24th, a group of persons from the Constitution, led by Charity Omoleye, submitted a recall petition at the INEC headquarters, citing Natasha's suspension from the Senate as the reason for the action. We cannot afford to not have representative in the Senate, Omoleye said. We are the ones who voted her in, and now we are saying we don't want her anymore. Take her out of the place so another person can replace her. Omoleye claimed that more than 250 out of 488 registered voters in the district had signed the petition. However, INEC said the original submission was incomplete, lacked the necessary contact details of the petitors as required by the guideline. Olayekun dismissed claim that the Electoral Commission shows bias in handling the petition. He clarified that the Commission only required the missing information in the line with the prescribed requirements so that INEC will be able to carry out any form of recall. There is nowhere in the law that says INEC should reject petition simply because the cover letter lacked the address. He said, we merely ask for the petitors to provide missing contact informations. It has nothing to do with partnership or interference. So this is exactly what is happening now. Everybody can see that things have gone beyond words and have begun to, show how terrible these people can truly be. Okay, so INEC chairman is saying, there is no need, or INEC is saying they can continue, with their recall petition process, and things can go on as planned. There is no need for any of this, and this is what is happening right now. So my people, it's really a very serious one, and we just need to ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible to bring Nigeria out of this very oppressive situation we've come to see, so that people can begin to forge ahead and make all the necessary information to change and to move us forward as a people and as a nation. So wake up, my people. It's the dawn of a new day. Everyone is watching, and the truth of it is we must continue to speak out. The recall process, they're about to begin it again. I just pray for Natasha that God will help her, because it has become a serious point of call and concern that all these things are happening. And the truth of it is, what exactly was her crime? Okay, what exactly was her crime? Because she has an issue with the Senate president. Before now, they never saw anything wrong, with her serving. Okay, until she and the Senate president had an issue and all hell broke loose, and there is, call for her to leave the Senate. And it's just going beyond words. It's just going from one stage to the other. Everyone is just watching, and the truth is, until things begin to change and people begin to honestly rise up to the occasion and say, we cannot continue like this, and begin to take real rightful decisions, I don't know how soon we're going to get past all of this. So Nigerians, it is a serious call for concern. It's a point of reflection, where every single individual needs to keep things together and ensure that at the end of the day, things are done decently and in order to bring Nigerians into a place of true democratic rule and government. Just because someone has an issue with the Senate president does not mean the Senate will recall the person out of the Senate. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. Bye for now.